Hurry up! Where do we go from here? There's a river nearby. Back around this way. What's that noise? They know we're gone. We have to go. Wait. Ah! Hey! Time to run, your royal filthiness. Are you kidding me right now? Well, there you go. We're trapped. No, we're not. What? Ah! What was that? That was my way of saving my neck. What about my neck? I nearly got it split by those rocks when we fell in the river. Ugh. Ugh. My crown. My dress. Ugh. We should be heading straight down through these paths of trees until we reach another bend of the river. Well, it is a lovely morning, I suppose. And from what I've seen so far, Magic Folkland is somewhat beautiful. Maybe this trip won't be so bad after all. Think of all the flowers I can collect. Oh, I can't wait to bring them all back to Primus. Is that your future husband's name? He's so wonderful and has gorgeous brown wavy hair and emerald green eyes. And from his letters, he seems so kind and caring, unlike some people I could name. A lot you can learn about somebody from... what? How many letters? 10. 10 letters? Well, I hope you two are very happy together for my head's sake. Slow down! What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. I'm not gonna try and explain it to you. I am the wrong person. I don't even care. So, why were you on the streets? Why are we headed to the tavern? Because you claim you can't do magic? I can't! That's why they kicked me out. How many family members did you have? I had a mother, a father, a brother, and 3 sisters. My mother died a few years ago, my father left when I was young, and my siblings are scattered to the winds like sawdust from rotted wood. Look, if you want someone to talk to, go find some flowers. I just want to get this all over with. It's bad enough I have to be stuck with this for a week, but at least I've got my head. For now. There's a bridge up ahead that we'll be able to cross. Be careful and don't talk to any of the residents here if we happen to spot one. They don't like royals much, depending on which ones you talk to, so it's best that we just ignore the lot of them. And for the record, just so you know, I'm not that much liked around here either. Well, at least the view would be pretty, right? Yoli, what are you doing back so soon? I have news for Everett. It had better be good. Yes, you know how testy Everett has been with you lately since your last misinformed report. Oh, believe me, he's gonna want to hear this. He better. Good luck. Come in.
Excuse me, Everett.
Yoli, you've returned early. Maybe you've done something right for a change? Have you found a prince who we perhaps can transform into a frog? I have been waiting to finally pay that princess I promised one for.
Oh, no, Everett, it's better than that. It's Inerys. Inerys and Lustrous.
Inerys? What is he doing back in Magic Folkland?
Well, Everett, you do know that he was never officially banished from the land. No one who fails magic ever is. Just from the family.
That's true. And then again, most do leave the land out of shame and embarrassment, and because everyone hates them after that. Inerys was always a boy of no matter. It is a surprise to me. But what's it to me, honestly? The little disgrace.
That's the part I'm getting to. He has a princess with him.
Oh. Oh, yes, I see. Thank you, Yoli.
Do I get a raise in my payment, sir? I know I asked you for it already, but I'm quite new in the Verses of Curses business, and—
Yes, of course. Verses and Curses is a well-paying job after all. It takes a lot of witch or wizard to get up the guts to do what we do, even if it isn't our species.
Casting spells and causing trouble wherever we can find it, sir. And thank you so much. What shall we do with the princess once we've caught her?
There's a dragon I've been corresponding with for over a fortnight. They're requesting that we bring them a princess to put in the tower in exchange for some of their gold.
And a bargain it is too, sir. Well, I'll be off back to my work, sir. Thank you again, sir.
Little brother, what have you been playing at? Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that some of the plants are alive?
Poor thing, it was starving.
It was a Venus flytrap. Watch yourself.
What was that?
It was nothing. Keep walking.
No, there it is again. Can't you hear it? Or do magic folk have a hearing problem?
No, look. Magic folk are about the same as regular humans. Except most of us are a bit more, well, strange. Never mind. The thing is, we have the same hearing, eyesight, and so forth as the rest of you everydayers.
Everydayers?
It's a term sometimes used by magic folk to describe non-magic folk. Anyhow, ignore the singing. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Ignore the S-I-N-G-I-N-G.
Oh, you can spell. The dunce cap is misleading.
You are lucky. You are my last hope of living. Look, just don't trust a lot of what goes on around this part of the land. There are some lighter parts to this community, but not nearly as many as the tricksters.
I guess you know this place better than anyone else. Alright. Know it all.
Good. In time you'll see there is some merit to listening to what I have to say. Verity? Verity? Verity, come over here, now.
So pretty.
Oh my gosh. Highness? Highness, stop, stop, stop! Oh, crap! Verity, listen to me, stop! Come on, please work just once. No. Snap out of it, Highness, we've got to keep moving! It isn't a songbird, it's a... almost literal fish food. That's what almost happened. Sirens, nasty little things. Sirens? You mean there are more magical creatures other than just... Magic folk land doesn't mean just wizards and witches, Highness. There's a reason it's not called Wizard Land or Witch Land. Magic folk land.
You might have told me that in the first place! 3 months in that house and you just forgot to tell me that there were other magical creatures besides wizards and witches?
Well, I'm not the one who walked off to a totally random singing voice in a completely unknown country after a previous resident of said country told me it wasn't safe.
Thank you for saving me. The name's Amar, and you are...
You're obviously not a magic folk. Only everydayers can get entranced by sirens.
Well, them and mermaids.
I'm Princess...
Princess? Oh my golly gosh goodness, we haven't had a princess around these parts of the land in ages. I might have guessed by the crown, which I suppose was because it was covered in all those lovely vines you put in it. You think they're lovely? Oh, so do I. I picked them right outside the forest over there. They're simply stunning. I wish I had more time to collect them, but...
Will you please, Highness, stop chattering to the complete and total stranger so we can just move on and, oh, I don't know, not get eaten alive or boiled up in a stew?
Boiled up in a stew? Fairies aren't like that, and I'm surprised to hear such an accusation coming from a literal wizard. Is this man bothering you, Your Majesty? Yes, but also he's helping me, so I guess I'm stuck.
That's it, I'm done. I can't take it anymore.
Hey!
We don't need to tell her the whole story, Highness, and we really do need to be getting on.
You can trust me.
No one in this land is trustworthy.
Then that doesn't mean you're trustworthy, does it?
Quite right, and that is why we should be avoiding each other. Good day!
Let go of my arm! So, what's the story? Your princess, he's a wizard. Oh, he cursed me when I was 16 so that I may never marry a prince. 4 years later, that's now, my father tracked him down and attempted to force him to undo the curse, but apparently he's a street urchin that can't do magic to save his life.
Literally.
So we're headed to the wizard's tavern to get the elder wizards to do it. Because you see, my kingdom is starving and the prince I'm to marry has a beautiful kingdom filled with riches and food. The wizard's tavern? I know where that is!
Of course you do.
Oh, how lovely! Say, since you two are headed to the tavern and you obviously have no idea what you're doing, may you allow me to escort you there?
No, absolutely not. You are a shenanigator if I ever saw one, and there is no way in heaven or earth that I would trust you to—
Oh, would you? It would be an honor. As a fairy, we are made to spread light and happiness.
And mischief.
And love and playfulness wherever you go. Besides, it gets boring in my little old cottage down the road. I don't have anyone to talk to except my toads, and they're not exactly conversationalists.
Toads.
You know, I recall that when I was a little girl, my mom told me a story about how fairies were a symbol of good luck and joy.
Mm-hmm. Can we have a word? How can you be so trusting? We just met her.
She saved my life.
So? Maybe she saved your life so she could wail it whilst it still exists. Ever think of that? Now, Highness, I know that you may seem somewhat like the trusting, caring type, but I grew up in this land, and let me tell you, you can't trust anybody.
Oh, don't be so fur-hoodled. Just because your family was mean to you doesn't mean... Never mind, just look at her. And have you seen our map? It's soaked from the waterfall. Do you really think we have that much of a choice?
Fine. Can't get any worse, I expect.
Wonderful! Amar, good news! You're showing us the way! Oh, wonderful! I think you'll find that I'm quite good company. I want to hear all about you. Follow me!